Well, the unofficial final results are in for today's primary election. Voters in Wichita City Council District 1 and Wichita Public Schools Districts 1 and 5 cast their votes for who they want to see advance to this November's general election. Cale Chapman has been following the election results all day long and is at the election office after talking with Sedgwick County Election Commissioner Laura Rainwater.
Rachel, Laura Rainwater told us earlier today that only 6% of the registered voters in Sedgwick County turned out for this vote. Only 27% of registered voters in Sedgwick County were eligible to vote today based off of where they lived, whether or not they were in District 1 or District 1 and 5 for the public schools. Because of that lower turnout, many of these races were decided by just a few hundred votes. The race in Wichita City Council District 1 was tight with Joseph Shepard and LaWanda DeShazer moving on, but Sedgwick County Election Commissioner Laura Rainwater says that lower turnout was expected as this election is typically the slowest in the four-year cycle.
Of the four-year election cycle, this is the lowest turnout year of the four-year cycle. I don't understand why people don't take more of an interest in their local elections. I get on my soapbox every local election and say how important these local elections are to our everyday life. They affect our taxes, they affect our policies here at the local level. People need to be more interested and elect leaders that represent them the best. So I don't know. I don't know why turnout is so low. I wish it were higher.
Reminder, the top two candidates in each of these races will move on to the general election in November. Commissioner Rainwater says they are currently looking for volunteers for that general election. She says they need about 700 more volunteers for that. Rachel?
Cale, thank you. The votes are also in tonight for both Wichita school board races in this year's primary. So here for District 1, incumbent Diane Albert will be moving on to the general election with 34% of the votes, as you can see, along with challenger Mackenzie Trulove with 31% of the votes. In District 5, school board incumbent Kathy Bond is also moving on to the general with 37% of the votes. Challenger Amy Jensen also moves on to the general, collecting 37% of the votes. We're also getting fresh results as voters in Mays approve a 1% sales tax that'll start January 1st of next year. We do want to give you a look at those numbers. 241 or 66% of the votes went to approve the measure. 34% voted no. This measure will impose a 1% sales tax with 85% of that money collected going toward improving roads and sidewalks and the other 15% going to reduce property taxes in Mays. For the latest updates in the 2025 primary election, you can go to our 12 News app or website. Just look under the Campaign 2025 tab you see right there. Turning now